Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RanDOTA. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. This is a live game, just dropped in, although I just noticed we do have a rather good celebrity here. Namely, down on the dire side, if that's the real one, we do have Cinder in here. This is around a 7600 MMR on average, so a pretty high level game. Currently, the Radiant have a Monkey King, Nature's Prophet, Ancient Apparition, and Necrophos, while the Dire have Batrider, Pugna, Pudge, and the Oracle. So, good gank potential with the Batrider, but mostly they're going to be looking for fights on the Dire side, because Oracle's a good disruption engine. Pugna, he wants everybody to be grouped up for the Nether Blast, and this Drain Life just goes crazy, and if you can keep people off of him. Pudge, he wants to be mixed in. He wants to be stinky. He wants to be getting stacks. Whereas a lot of split push and a lot of good, and some interesting global presence from the Radiant. They've got the Nature's Prophet and the Ancient Apparition. Their ultimates, good global, good team fight from Monkey King and Lina and the Necrophos too. The Ancient Apparition even can be useful in a team fight. Nature's Prophet's not the greatest in a team fight just because his abilities. Although Sprout, Faceless Void final pickup for the Dire. Good choices. That makes their team fight incredibly strong and good gank, even stronger gank potential. They don't have any global hits, and actually, come to think of it, Faceless Void's actually not a great pick into an Ancient Apparition. Because it's like, oh hey, you used Chronosphere and you're trying to kill my teammate. Ice Blast. All he has to do is Ice Blast his teammate, and basically Chronosphere becomes a lot less useful. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the camera. There we go. Very spiritual. Nature's Prophet. Why exactly? Oh. Okay. Little treant crabs. Alright. Some of these names I even recognize. I'm going to turn that off. Alright, let's go and we'll get to introducing the teams. Let's go. Start with the Dire. On the bottom lane for the Dire, we've got Cinderin playing on the Pudge, if that's the real one. Hopefully it is. Cocaine playing on the Oracle. They're working alongside Saberlight on the Batrider. Up against them, going to be Underscore probably playing on the Necrophos. Carry Practice is probably going to be supporting him in the bottom lane on the Ancient Apparition. Monkey Kung playing the Monkey King, currently on a tree. He's probably going to be wandering, although we'll see. Some shots taken back and forth. In comes the Primal Spring, straight onto Cinderin. That's, ooh, with the cold feet, the proc is not going to go, there's the first blood as Underscore gets it. Death Pulse has a great ability to do stuff like that. And with Pudge down, that means this bottom lane is probably going to go the way of the Radiant here. Cocaine's shifting into the mid lane where he's going to be helping out Hero on the Pugna. Up against Dogfight on the Lina. Actually, no, it looks like he's going top lane. Yeah. Namaste on the Faceless Void for the Dire. Currently taking a ton of punishment from Legends playing on that Nature's Prophet. Eat his way through the trees to get out of there. Namaste is not happy about what's going on. So much gold on this guy. That's a very aggressive Nature's Prophet. Also, the hallucination is throwing my brain off. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, he's thrown off by the hallucination. Because it's that bleak hallucination. Huh, didn't know they marked tournament drops like that. Good couple of sticky napalm stacks from Saberlight. Syndren's just using his rot to farm in the jungle. Namaste is having some real trouble dealing with this. He just said, you know what, I'm gonna go straight on the Prophet. Cocaine coming in as well. Ooh, Fortune's End. Gonna catch him. That actually stops his teleport, I think. He's gonna try and get out of there. Synderen does fall in the bottom lane, but again, that's gonna push the bottom lane in favor of the Radiant. Although, that being said, the Dire take strength in the top lane by taking down the Nature's Prophet. Okay then. Oh. Ancient Apparition apparently saying he needs a little piece of the Oracle. Not sure what they mean, but we'll find out. Double damage up on the Pugna, that's a... Actually, it's not terribly terrifying, but it's not great, because Pugna mostly depends on Nether Blast to get his farm. That being said, with a double damage rune, he should be able to kill minions pretty quickly. Lena looking for a courier upgrade.
This will come in handy.
That Greeble has no eyes. Like I can... Okay, I'm gonna turn that off because that's freaking me out. Oh, courier snipe from the Monkey King. Is he gonna get it? He did. Oh, and it actually had quite a bit of stuff on it. 2 tangos, a sentry ward, and the ring of protection. Not a great thing to have happen. Pretty sure that was heading to the up there to Namaste. So Faceless Void's in some serious trouble now. He's missing a ton of regen. He's got no regen. Doesn't have... Actually, the Sentry Ward might have been going to the Oracle. Namaste's in trouble here. Tree Dance forward from the Monkey King. Faceless Void taking a couple of chops, but he's taking a ton of punishment here. He's gonna have to time walk out to avoid the damage. Out comes the Boundless Strike. Sprout, they're gonna keep it in place. They're gonna get this. That's not good for the Dire, because that means they've lost a lot of the power they had up here. Meanwhile, Synderen gets a double kill in the bottom lane, thanks to the Rot and the Firefly. He's made up quite a bit of what he's lost, but this is going to be an interesting game. Two-man smoke from the Ancient Apparition and the Monkey King, and they're going to see about wrapping around. They want to go on the Pugna. Oh, never mind. He's just going to decrepify himself and walk away. Saberlight calling for him to go. They're going on underscore here. The Rot going to keep him in, basically slow him up a lot and keep him in place. In the Firefly, he's not going to have any real escape. He had a ton of charges though, and the hook pulls him in. Saberlight gets that one. So the Dire are taking back the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Hero falls in the mid lane. Since that went to dogfight, that means he's gonna be going quicker. This is some good time to get some farm going. Although he's giving it up to carry practice. Well played. That being said, carry practice does fall. Ooh, the Laguna Blade gets sent out onto Cinderin, but not enough damage. Pudge, man, Cinderin managed to rot himself down. Dogfight takes a Fortune's End, but the Dragon Slave claims the Oracle. So 3-0 in the mid lane there. The mid lane is going solely in favor of the Radiant at this point. Cinderin comes back in, does deny the tower. Can they get this? That was a well played deny. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Two-man smoke from the Dire, Cocaine, and Cinderin. What bat are you riding? Fiery type. Alright then. Oh, they found the Ancient Apparition and take him down. Cold Feet does proc to keep the Pudge in place, but there's nobody there for follow-up. Laguna Blade is going to help. Pugna does fall at the end. Saberlight goes down again. Goes down as well. They managed to slow down the Necrophos quite a bit because he doesn't have Reaper Scythe yet and he needs it.
Excellent.
I think if you look at Pudge invisible, it looks like his right hand, or part of his right hook, is still visible, so... Cinderin just walks up, starts rotting the Necrophos, pulls him back in. The Shroud is there, but the Flame Break, the Life Steal, everything, not even committing the Nature's Prophet is going to save him. Cinderin he's going to rot himself out. No, he's not. Good try, but... Those Treants, man, from Legends, they managed to get what needed to be done. Underscore switched up to the top lane here, trying to get himself to 6. Almost there. Monkey King gets pulled down out of the trees by Cinderin, but that's not going to be a good idea. Wukong's command even committed, but there's nobody in the tree line. So that's a waste of an ultimate. And that's a big cooldown ultimate to use. Not quite sure what he's waiting on.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Flame Break and the Firefly already used up here. Gonna be able to take down Underscore. Reaper Scythe was committed, but on who? Probably on the Batrider, actually. Decrepify on the Legends. Hero's just gonna chase him away. Legend sprouts himself and just Hero turns that around. That was a very strong use of the life drain. You don't normally see that. Nature's Prophet usually uses the sprout cover like that to escape. But that was a bit of a misplay, I think. Mongi's just sitting on a tree. Kane and Cinderin gonna do their best keep this tower up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, damn it. Where? Oh wow, this was up on the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mungi's just... he's running around being a pretty dangerous ganker here. Tier 1 is gone thanks to Legend. So the Dire have lost 2 towers in exchange for nothing.
Your green dudes, something bad is happening. In your Steve.
Ooh. Good try to... good save your hook.
Dire's middle tower.
Syndra's got himself a Zernic Shadows.
Man, this is totally harsh.
12 minutes, that's pretty good. Especially, although with 12 to 10, means he's missed out on quite a few of them. Ice Blast coming in, just gonna land on... who's gonna land on? Nobody. Scouting Ice Blast. Namaste. Almost gets jumped on by the Monkey King, but
Its middle tower is under attack.
he does have the Chronosphere ready, so he could use it. Oh, the stun from the stun into Laguna Blade. Out comes the Chronosphere, but it's only going to be used to zone and get away. Fortune's End on Dolina. Out comes the Wukong's Command. That's again a zoning one. Primal Spring lands on the Faceless Void. Namaste just having the worst luck right now. Time walk off all that damage. Oh, but he gets hit with the Ice Blast. Can't walk that off. Oracle's going to keep him alive for a second.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All in all, a bit of a chaotic team fight there. But we found another one. Scythe committed, and this time it's going to work. Bat Rider's not coming back. And since he's he's one of the 2 big initiations for the Dire,
That bottom tower.
that means he's going to have some trouble. They're going to have a little bit of trouble. Especially with a very well-played Nature's Prophet on Legends here. He's taking down another tower. They're down to the tier 2s. The Dire have lost their entire front line. And with a Nature's Prophet on the field, they're going to keep losing more. Legends comes in, sprouts up Cinderin. Can they catch this Pudge? It looks like they're gonna. He's taking a ton of damage. In comes the Ice Blast, he's dead. Oh, no he's not, because the Ice Blast did not connect. If it had, he'd have basically died immediately. Which would have been the other big initiator. The Ancient Apparition gets caught out of position and eaten alive. Looks like Saberlight wants to initiate here, but oh, they know the Monkey King's right here. Out comes the Boundless Strike into the Primal Spring. Firefly. The False Promise is going to be useful, but Cocaine actually takes down the Monkey King, which is a big deal because now the Radiant don't have their main frontline damager. Oh, the rope comes out. The noose gets tied around Underscore's neck, and Syndran picks that one up. He's been involved in 8 kills, so he should have 8 stacks of Flesh Heap when he finally puts a point into it. Which will probably be at level 11. Maybe 10. Syndran coming up here, up to top lane to try and slow down Legends, but last time he did this, Legends actually did a ton of damage to him. Out comes the Rot and the Hook. Syndran's just walking up to him. Dogfight, almost catches him with the Light Trickery, but the Laguna Blade has to be committed. Meaning they don't have the super pick off, but they do still have just insane push, which is all they need at the moment. Tier 1 on the bottom finally falls for the Radiant. That's 1 tower down in favor of the Dire, but about to be 4 in favor of the Radiant. Meanwhile, Saberlight falls again. What did they commit? The Ice Blast, and just a small combo from the Monkey King.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Legend's going to stop the push in mid lane. In fact, he's just going to deny the tower.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
4-2 in terms of tower kills here. Illusionary Faceless Voids. Monkey King's like, which one's the real one? He's probably not going to commit to this, though. The Ice Blast, though. With that Ice Blast hitting. Ooh. He might actually be going for this. Tree Dance forward. Oh, but the Chronosphere use. Good catch there. The hook pulls him out, and they manage to chop him down with the Pugna coming in. That was a good play by the Dire, but they need a couple more of those to get themselves fully back in this. And they still have not managed to really catch the Nature's Prophet. Legends has died twice. Ooh, the Faceless Void falls. Where was this? Down here in the bottom lane. He got time dilation off, so he did actually manage to stop her from becoming too much of a threat. But Laguna Blade's coming off cooldown in just under a minute. Lina is also building up those Bloodstone charges. That's the danger for one of the dangers for the Dire. Another Ice Blast coming in on Saberlight, but that's a small one, so Ancient Apparition, he knows he's got to be close. That being said, Nature's Prophet comes in, Legend's just going to get him down to the Shatter level and just beat him to death. And I have not played Warframe in so long. Ooh, Dogfight denies himself. Knew he was in trouble here, so he just decides, you know what, you're not getting any experience from me. Check the net worth real quick. 11k net worth. There we go. Okay. 182 last hits already in less than 20 minutes. Dogfight's been committed to that farm. Couple of smoked up members of the Dire squad. This might be a smoke chrono. You're a fake tree. Smoke chrono from the time walk. The Monkey King is in trouble. The Fortune's End. Sendrin pulls him out and just kills him. Did the Ice Blast land on anybody? No, it did not. So they don't have their big global shot for about 20 seconds, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fortune's End on Legends. Can they get him? The lasso committed as well, so that's a little bit of a miscommunication, but the Ice Blast coming in. They finally get him down. So, without Nature's Prophet, the split push is going to be a lot weaker, but they've already got some serious power. The Echo Saber is a very good choice for Wukong, especially with Jingu Mastery. Namaste is in trouble here. He might be. Dogfight, he's ready. He wants this fight. In comes the Ice Blast. Light Strike Ray keeps him in place. That's gonna be enough.
He is the chosen one. Radiant's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Nature's Wrath coming out.
Dire structures are fortified.
Just mostly to be used to help the push. This 10k gold lead, now 9k. Cinderin taking down the Necrophos. Oh, that Necro Ward. She's doing tons of work. But they lose. They take down the Necrophos, but they lose 3 in the process. Oh, no, I'm sorry, they lose 2. No, I forgot the Faceless was already dead.
Regeneration.
They might lose the Oracle here as well. He manages to Glimmer keep himself, but he's also got his Bat Rider behind him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Chronosphere on Lena. Not gonna be enough to kill her inside of it, but just after it ends.
You become past tense.
Time Walk. They found themselves the Nature's Prophet again. Or, no, that's the Monkey King. Never mind. Fortune's End gonna go off, but the Wukong Command comes out. Takes out the Oracle. So, he doesn't, they do lose him, but he did manage to take down one with him. Sure, it's a support, but the Oracle is a very important support. The problem for the Dire right now is that the noose is tightening pretty heavily. They have to spend a lot of their time defending, and they can't really push out. They need to basically team wipe. There's the Sprout, and the Lena commits it. Oh. Legend still picks it up, but again, now they don't have the Faceless Void. They're missing their main carry and one of their big supports. They just probably waiting on a creep wave. Send your trains forward, man. Oh, never mind. Cinderin's there. They might be trying to. The Dire might be trying to circle the wagons and get this Nature's Prophet down. Mixing my metaphors a little bit there, but hey. Ice Blast just a scout.
Coin for me.
Three-man smoke from the Dire again. They might find themselves a Necrophos if they go north. But they're just gonna wrap around. Oh, Hero's smoke breaks, so they know somebody's here. That said, the lasso gets committed onto the Lena, and she denies herself with the Bloodstone at the last second. So again, they commit on the Lena and don't get anything out of it. This is getting bad for the Dire. Right now, their big ticket is going to be how good of a Chronosphere can Namaste land. Because, I mean, Nether Blast, very powerful. And so is Life Drain. All of them have very good abilities. The problem is, they've got to be able to land them, and Chronosphere will help with that a lot. Prophet's already gone, guys. Two-man invisible. Shadow Blades. Sprout committed onto the Faceless Void, but the False Promise is going to keep him alive for now. He's still Ice Blasted. Commits the Chronosphere, but oh, the Wukong Command comes out. Hook from Cinder and pulls the pulls the Nature's Prophet out of the Wukong's command area. Wukong just jumps in. Time lapse is actually going to keep him in place, and the chopping down the tray. So there goes the Monkey King. They've lost their big split push. They've lost their big team fighter. The Dire have a good chance here. They got to commit though. They got to do this now. Ice Blast is going to land on all 4. Nope, just on 3. Just barely misses the Oracle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
There goes the tier 1. There are no tier 1s left anywhere on the map. That said, the Dire have only a tier 2 remaining in terms of their outer towers. They have 1. Pugna feeding Namaste some of his health.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See where this goes, although Namaste looks like he wants to jump onto Legends. He does indeed. Jumps forward, time lapse. The Fortune's End committed as well. They're not going to be able to get him. Oh, the Nether Ward actually zaps him even from all the way away. Underscore's just going to take it out and get 80 gold. Dang, I didn't know you got that much for that thing. Immortal Lina. Primal Spring forward onto the Ancient Camp from the Monkey King, but they do manage to catch in the top lane. The Dire managed to catch out Underscore. Without him there, there's not going to be a lot the Radiant, or there's going to be a lot less sustain for the Radiant lane. That said, he did just pick up his Radiance. Tier 2s have fallen all over the map. The question is, are the Dire going to commit to this and push forward, or do they want to... They're going to turn back. They're going to try and defend. Ooh, Namaste falls. Now he didn't have Chronosphere up anymore, so that is something that's not a huge. It's not as huge a deal as it could have been. Wukong's teammate comes out. They're gonna try and keep Saberlight in place. They're gonna get him. And Cinderin committed a little too hard for that, so Pudge and Batrider, so they don't have their initiators, and Pugna is next on the menu. Buyback from Cinderin. Committing the Nether Ward, good choice. Keeps the Lina back. Meanwhile, the top tier 3 is gone. And the top range racks is 2/3 dead. Yeah, that's Cinderin then. Large area Ice Blast catches Hero. Namaste committing the Chronosphere, so that's gonna be down, but they do manage to take out Legends. That's good because that means there's no split. There's a lot less split push. The Oracle does fall as well, so there's not gonna be this huge sustain. There is still some with the Pugna, but the Dire don't have their huge sustain, and the Radiant don't have their split push. What the Radiant do have, though, is that 18,000 gold lead. The Dire are gonna have to be a little careful here, because while they do have, like I said, they do have some sustain with the Pugna, and with the Pudge as well, a little bit with the Urn of Shadows.
This'll come in handy.
They don't have, well, now that they have the Oracle back, they will have their sustain. Wrath of Nature coming out. Yeah, it is actually worth it to commit for an illusion kill nowadays.
Fuel for my fire.
Syndra jumps forward, grabs the Ancient Apparition, so there's no... So they don't have the ability to stop the heals anymore. That is a big deal, because, again, with the Oracle... and the Pugna. Ooh, Lena gets caught. Can they take out the main nuker? They can, but she had the Aegis, so they're gonna go ahead and commit to it. She's gonna stand her ground until the lasso comes out. And she's gone. That said, though, they've lost 2 lanes of racks in the meantime. This is a big deal. Out comes the Scythe. Not gonna be enough to do any damage, but... or at least not through False Promise. That's 1.5 lanes of racks gone. This is where the Dire are going to be in some serious trouble. Sure, it's only the range tracks on top lane, but range tracks are pretty important. I think the range tracks is the one that governs the siege creep. Because this is just going to be a super lane on the bottom lane no matter what.
Bounty.
The Radiant scan, they know Cinderin, or they know somebody's down here, they don't know it's Cinderin, but now they do. The Boundless Strike actually hits on 2, because Namaste is here as well. They're gonna go on this, they want this Monkey King down, but the Lino, oh, the Fiery Soul! They lose the Monkey King, but they take down the Pudge and the Faceless Void, so 2 of the big fighters on the Dire are gone. The Ancient Apparition's gone as well now, so there's the lack of healing stopped. Or the anti-heals. And the sustain gone as well with the Necrophos. Pugna falls to Lena, so this is turning into the final bloodbath, I think. Lena commits a ton of power here, pops the BKB. Buyback from the Pugna. Oh, Decrepify into Dagon Blast. Team wipe in favor of the Dire, so. Huh. Yep, Range Rax does govern the super creep. Or the super siege creep, I think. Problem for the Dire was there was no way they could really commit to pushing with 2 lanes of supers coming in. Two lanes of supers and the naked Rax in the mid lane. Chronosphere committed, but nobody caught in it. That's really bad news. Wukong's command's gonna come out as well. So Namaste fighting Monkey Kong. Kong's gonna take the fight with help from Legends as he comes in. So this is suddenly going really south without the Chronosphere, without the Faceless, and he doesn't have buyback either. Not for 600 more gold. Oh, and the Scythe takes down the Pugna for 2. He's down for 130 seconds. Some of that's gonna be the Scythe kill though, because 25 extra seconds. Wait, no, 30 extra seconds. So he was down for a minute and a half. Wait, no, he's down for 100 seconds. This is gonna be game here, I think. Yep. That's megas for the Radiant. The hook onto the Necrophos, not gonna be enough. The ranged rack, or Void tried. Batrider tried too. They did their best. Three kills pretty much at the end of the game, so Dogfight just gonna commit to dying. And there goes the Ancient, folks. The Radiant win this one. If you enjoyed, please like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. If you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below or the icon at the end of the video. And if you have a match you'd like me to check out, please send me the match ID number. You can find it here at the bottom of the score screen. As for that, folks, I have been D. The Radiant walk away with this one this week. So good night, and good gaming.